playoff time. Wipe those records clean.
New stars emerge to inject a youthful exuberance. The Los Angeles
Hello, make sure you
Lakers
like and
enter the
subscribe for
postseason
more
with the best
content like
record in
this on the channel.
But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Kings? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs. Coming
Like
up
goal is
next.
10.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Look at the Lakers. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try to make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive in advance, isn't it?
Amen.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. George is out there with Monk, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. Let's go to the sideline as we now hear about MP's landmark achievement.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, after going undefeated in the regular season on their home court, I asked MP how much of an edge that gives them in the playoffs. He said, it's huge. We have the best fans in the league. They won't let us lose. They're going to carry us all the way to the title. Well, we would think so since they haven't lost at home all season, Kevin. Back to you.
I mean, David, think of that. A perfect record at home. Unbelievable. David, thank you so much. LeBron passes to the monster. Picks it out to James. Here's the monster. No good from outside. To the paint. And it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's the monster. And it's sent back by George. On the wing, Murray. Monk for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
From deep, James hits the three-point bomb. LeBron's got 6.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here's Monk. Hardaway for 3. The monster with the rebound. And Greg, we all love great ball movement, but a lot of that is a function of personnel. Unfortunately, that vision is an area that MP does not disappoint in.
And not at all. In fact, this season, he opened running 10 assists. So, now being in the playoffs, your sets to break down. And he's able to run the offense and improvise at a really high level.
And the dunk by LeBron.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what? 2 decades?
It's George on the wing. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Good on the triple.
The replay. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer.
Williams are back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 3-point lead. Yes, that goes in.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Now here's Murray. Outside, George. That's the 3-5. That doesn't go either for George.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Nice shot by James.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Kings trail by 7. Murray, a screen on Doncic. Outside, George. George missing again. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Here's Doncic. Again, Los Angeles.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Monk. After Murray, on the wing, Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Pointer. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Los Angeles leading by 9. James, the pass to the monster. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Kings trail by 14. Outside Hardaway. This one for 3. It's good from long range.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Got that one up quick. That's now 8 points for the Monster. And at this stage of the postseason, having an explosive scorer like MP, well, Greg, that's priceless.
Yeah, coming into the playoffs, Kevin, with the NBA's points per game leader gives their team a ton of confidence.
And here is Monk after the 3-pointer from the Monster. Here's George. The Lakers with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Hey, if you throw it up there, Miles Turner is going to find it and finish it.
Here's Monk. Outside, George. Hardaway from outside. Lakers with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this book. Man.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Murray. The 3 from George. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
It's a big part of George's game, the 3-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
LeBron against Murray. Hardaway with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
Hey, I think that green light they've given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
The Monster. Monk grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. And when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Ellis is checked in for the Kings. Here's Sabonis. No scoring in this one. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Alton Connect picks one up.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. The monster passes to Turner. Here's the monster. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right arm and down. The monster's got 12. An incredible season for MP. Greg leading the NBA in multiple categories.
Just a ridiculous accomplishment, right? MP was dynamite this season. This team is beyond lucky to have it.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And he's good on the three ball.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Monk. Ellis outside. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Monk. Here's George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Connect in for Doncic. Sacramento also making some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. Wendell comes in for Murray. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Paul George.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Monk with the ball. He's picked up by James. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. To the middle. Here's the monster. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Monk outside. Here's the three. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that three ball. I mean, fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
And that one's good. The monster.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 6. Shoots. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's the monster. No good with the triple. And for Sacramento, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Here are the Lakers with the ball. James outside to the inside. And that one's good. The monster. That's now 26 points for the monster.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now LeBron after the missed 3 from Malik Monk. Here's the monster. And that one hits back iron. Here's Sacramento. Here's Ellis. And it's slammed in by Ellis.
And hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Here's Connect. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Connects. Got 5 points so far. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Monk, and he drives in. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Count that bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside Hardaway. And it's Wiles in the corner. Lets it go with the three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Kings also at the sub. Wiles checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Reeves the pass to the Monster. The Lakers rebound. Trying his luck from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The Monsters got 31.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
On the floor for Sacramento. Ellis is out there with Carter. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Wiles in a power forward.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. That's Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
This is Hardaway Jr.'s bread and butter. Really lethal off the catch.
Here's Green. Softly drops in the floater.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
That doesn't go either for Carter. LA's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. It's stolen by Carter. On the wing, Ellis. A 3-ball. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right wing. Here's Connect. Drills it from outside. Connects. Got 8 points.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here is Carter. Here's Hardaway. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
And it's Carter missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here is Carter. Pass to Valanciunas. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
James checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Kings, Anson comes in for Wiles. And it's Bruce Brown in for Hardaway. James, the pass to the Monster. And he finishes nicely on the layup. The Monsters got 41.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And now the latest. From our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the monster in the last game against the Hornets was superb. He had an impressive number of points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
Well, this team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And Sacramento has possession. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
It's good. LeBron's got 14 points for the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's Ellis. 5 points in the game. Lock at 6. They need this. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ellis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And that one's good. The monster.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here is Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Ellis outside. Pass to Carter. For the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Lamonce's got his 8th rebound here tonight. He's looking for LeBron and finds it.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
The Kings shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Carter kicks to Valanciunas. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities. Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for Hansen. Paul George is checked in for Brown. And Monk's subbed in for Carter.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
And for Sacramento, their shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. And here's George for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
Lakers working the ball around now. James finds Reeves. Here's the monster. They can't stop the run with that one.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Sabonis against LeBron. Outside for George. Off target with his 3. And Los Angeles guys shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. The monster, no good. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings.
Hey, who's watching now?
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, when you look at Monk's shot mechanics, they're really solid. Even with the foul, he completed his follow-through in his shooting motion. Impressive.
And the Lakers with some changes. Turner comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Connect in for Austin Reeves. And the Kings also making a change. Hardaway's checked in. And again, no good by the Lakers. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. George with no one around. Misses the three. George has gone 4 of 12 shooting from the floor. Only 33%. Here's the monster. A three-pointer off the mark. Now the Kings with it. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. In the corner, Murray with it. And the three off target. Murray's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Over to the wing. Here's the monster. And the foul on Miles Turner. That'll be his second foul of the game. .158 left in the first half. Monk against Doncic. From deep. And Malik Monk gets the three. Monk's got 16 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to the monster. And here is Doncic. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Murray outside. Back to Monk. Now here's Hardaway. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. James right side. 16 feet away. Buries the jump shot. 18 points for him.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Turner. Sabonis, no good.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
And Kenneth gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Murray. Here's Hardaway. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's the monster. And good. There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Kings shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. A nice shot by George.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you've got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
Here's the monster. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey, everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to...
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. What a game we're seeing from the monster.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Connect out there with James. Then it's Turner. And there's the monster. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The shot by George, no good. Here he goes. And got it. Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Murray finds Monk. The three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the monster. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Hardaway. Shot to stop the run. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Hardaway Jr. guys doing a nice job. They're just taking what the defense gives them in the screen and roll. Good decision making.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Here's the monster. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
From deep, George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And there's the drive. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Outside, George. Again, the miss by the Kings.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Well, how about the D there from George, one of the premier two-way players in our league.
Out to Hardaway. Sabonis sets the pick for Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The monster, and that one is good. The monster's got 15 points here in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Hardaway for 3, drills the three-pointer. Hardaway has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Kings. Pass to LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's the monster. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Monk, the pass to Hardaway. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Chalk up 2 there. Lakers have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
George is versatile defensively, can guard multiple positions, and that versatility allows him to block some shots, too.
Murray for 3. Sabonis, and a slam dunk by Sabonis.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Here's the monster. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. In the corner, George with it. All alone. Rebound the Lakers.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Here's the monster. And good. He hits it again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. A nice shot by George.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's the monster. And another one.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Monk, the pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Connect. Hardaway, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's the monster. Excellent D there from George.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Murray, good.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Here's the monster. Offensive rebound. Tries a three. Rebounded by Hardaway. Here's Sacramento. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. From deep, George. The monster with the rebound. The monster's got 15 rebounds here tonight. It's stolen by Monk. And George kicks to Hardaway. Monk, the pass to Hardaway. Up top, Sabonis. The three from George. No good, shot missing.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And that one's good. The monster.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
On the wing, Hardaway. Beyond the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's the monster. And another three for the Lakers.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Monk dishes to Murray. Back to Monk. Hardaway with the bounce pass. Double team Sabonis. Wide open look here for Murray. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. And that's now 7 points for Keegan Murray. Here's the monster. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Green, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Vanderbilt comes in for James. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Connect. And it's Austin Reeves in for Luka Doncic. And then for Sacramento, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in. And here's Valanciunas. Pass to Hansen.
Watch him.
Ellis with it. Out to Carter. Latrey. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the monster. Again, what an avalanche.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. And it's Carter missing. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Ellis with it. To end the run, he takes it in. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. On the court right now for the Kings. Carter out there with Ellis. Then there's Brown. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Lyles in at the 4 spot. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Offensive rebound, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's 10 points for Ellis.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Carter left side. The Monster with the rebound. The Monster's got his 16th rebound on the night. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Carter down low. He's defended by Reed. The layup off target. He tries for 3. The Monster, no good. The Kings have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Scooped up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Sinks the three-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Carter, plenty of space. Green with the rebound.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Shot on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. The Monsters got 11 points in the quarter.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Lyles passes to Ellis. Ellis with the screen for Lyles. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the Monster. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so Ellis will bring it up for Sacramento. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Will it go? Rebound the Lakers. Here's the Monster. Takes it inside. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Valanciunas finds Ellis. Banked in off the glass. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-6 run. For 3. The Monster, no good. The Kings shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Here's Brown. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. And that one's good. The Monster.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Valanciunas dishes to Ellis. Over Reeves. And Ellis the bucket on the assist from Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 3 assists tonight. Finney Smith passes to the Monster. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Green against Valanciunas. Pass to Ellis. Back to Valanciunas. Lyles with it. 6 to shoot. He's looking for Ellis and finds him. It's stolen by Green. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish. at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
The monster, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Outside Carter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's the monster, defended by Carter. The monster, no good.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Carter kicks to Lyles. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Lyles hits a screen for Carter. Pass to Lyles. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Puts up a 3. The monster, no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Ellis, the pass to Brown. Can't hit from in close. Lakers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's the monster. Buries the long-range jumper.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Carter with the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Also, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Good on the three-point shot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's the monster, defended by Carter. And again, another one in from the monster.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's Ellis. Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
The monster, no good. And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. And the dunk by Lyles.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to the monster. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Ellis. Now Carter. There's the 3. The shot will not fall.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Here's the monster. Got it. Good job in the low post.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Here's Carter. Iman Green with the rebound.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. He's not even been effective.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Carter outside from deep three-point land. Carter can't get that one to fall.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And so Ellis will bring it up for the Kings.
They need a bucket in a big way here to gain some confidence. And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And the Lakers call time here. Kevin Love's check in for Los Angeles. Payton comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Monk dishes to Murray. Sabonis, high post. Rebounded by the Lakers. The Monsters got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Peyton passes to the Monster. Three-pointer on the way. Monk grabs the board. Monk's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Craps in the tray. Monk's got 19 points.
Now, when this guy catches fire, Monk puts the defense in a real bind. Excels at getting to his spots and is a really versatile scorer.
No, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he sinks the second. 1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Murray. Outside, Sabonis. George with the ball. From outside, off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Took him no time at all on that one.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game one of the series for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game two with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next.
Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game.
And his performance today, guys, is really, I think, a beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Yeah, he's got his hands all over this game, impacting it in just about every category.
Here's Monk. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
They made the most of their opportunities looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's the Monster. Fires the three. Good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
This series is a war, and you just won a crucial battle.
Terrific win. Still anyone's series. Win tonight, and we got this series on lock.
Just do what you did last time.
Round 1 continues with a refreshing surge. The Los Angeles Lakers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Sacramento Kings. Round 1.
Both teams taking the temperature of this series in Game 1. Now they know what to... Taking a look at the Lakers. They did what they needed to do in Game 1. Now they just have to keep it going.
They really do. I mean, the pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first one.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with George. And it's Hardaway in at the 3.
Came into the league when mid-range was popular. Game shifted to 3, and PG said, I could do that too.
The monster misses. On offense, here are the Kings. He's on the arc. The monster grabs the miss. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Monk. George, right side. There's the 3. George with another miss. George has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Let's go with a 3. And that one's good. James has got 5.
Instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
Monk passes to Sabonis. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Right wing. Here's the monster. Sacramento grabs the miss. Hardaway into the lane. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hardaway Jr., a great athlete, spotted a seam there and just attacked the defense.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. He shoots a 3. And Los Angeles another 3. Sacramento, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
As you briefly speak with Gilbert Edge, Keegan Murray came up during our conversation, and he remarked, Murray is just a classic wing. He has length, he can shoot it, he defends well. I really like his game, and I told our team to pay extra attention to him on both ends. High praise for Murray.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's the monster. And Los Angeles, another three. Well, Grant, with the way MP's career has played out so far, he's already creeping towards the upper echelon of all-time greats.
Well, he's not at the top quite yet. But with the way he's played and the trajectory he's on, there's no question that he's up there with all the other superstars who played the game.
Lets it go from 14. That doesn't go either for George.
They're getting cold in here. This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And the basket by the monster.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Outside Hardaway. Back to George. Puts up a three. Counted from distance. George has got his third basket on the night right there.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside home. Pass to Hardaway. This one for three. And the Kings with another three.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Here's the monster. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kings trail by 6. George drives in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
George hits them both. The Lakers lead by 4. Here's the monster. Misses the three. Sacramento has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Outside Monk. Picked by Sabonis. It's George on the wing. Jacks up a three. Sacramento again missing.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Monk passes to Hardaway. Oh, that's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And the basket by the monster.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Outside Hardaway. Launches it. Rebound, the Lakers. James inside. He's against Murray. And that one's good. James.
And once he gets down in the paint, there's not much you're going to do to stop the King.
George outside. Lets the three fly. On target from range. George has got 12 points in the game.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Here's James. Buries it down low.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Kings trail by 8. Outside Murray. Ooh, poked away. James, right side. Out to the right wing. Here's the monster. The shot's good on the assist by James. The Monsters got 20.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Monk, the screen on James. The three, George. The rebound by Turner. The Lakers lead by 11 to the middle. Shot's good by James. 11 points in the game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Monk finds Murray. It's George on the wing. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the basket by the Monster.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Sacramento calls timeout.
What's up, bro? How are you doing?
And Sacramento making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Looking to end the run. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, if Murray can keep his passing up, he'll be a force in this league.
Here's the Monster. No good with the triple.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Ellis.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear his second.
J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's the Monster. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's the Monster in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. And the basket by the Monster.
A top passer at his position. Green really takes pleasure in feeding his guys and getting them going.
Carter from outside. And another miss by Sacramento.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's the Monster. He's checked by Carter, the Monster. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The Monsters got 7 points for the quarter. The Kings have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Carter. Brown scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway, no good. Here are the Lakers with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. The Monster misses. The Kings have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Ellis passes to Carter. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Carter's got 12.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
The Monster. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the monster in that last game against the Kings was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Ellis. Hardaway on the wing. Lets it fly. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Reeves, the pass to the monster. And it's off from three-point range. Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Kick out to Brown. Here's Ellis. Green covering. Ellis's shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
They create such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Second chance shot. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Outside Reeves. Pass to the monster. Drains the triple. The Monsters got 42 in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Hardaway finds Brown. Here's Carter. Launches a three. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Carter from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The Monsters got 7 rebounds in the game. Oh, swiped away. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Kings. Pass to Ellis. Outside Carter. Sacramento again missing.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Sinks the tray.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Over to the wing. Here's Connect. And again, it's the Lakers.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Ellis passes to Carter. Fires the three. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Good. He hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Carter on the wing. Three-pointer. And another Sacramento three.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Stolen by Carter. Pass to Ellis. Outside Hardaway. Fires the three. He's got it. That makes him 2 for 8. Hopefully he can get it going now.
A little bit of breathing room, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to look right to the rim.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers.
Hello, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this on the channel. Like goal is 10. Yo. What's up, bro? How are you doing?
So both teams making some changes here. Well, the Lakers shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. He tries for three. Good! That's another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
George outside. Over Finney-Smith. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. George has got 14 points.
That's a tough shot for a lot of people, but PG makes it look easy.
To the paint. James can't get it to go. And Sacramento shooting about 43% from the field in the second. Outside Carter. Takes the three. The Monster grabs the miss. The Monster's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And it's James with the jam.
Now that looked easy. 2 of the easier points for LeBron James in this ball game.
And here's Carter. 22 points for him. Monk, a screen on Doncic. Sabonis, right side. 5 on the clock. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Carter can't get it to go. And the Lakers have possession. The Monster, the pass to James. And that's off the mark. He's 7 for 10 from the field. Well, the Kings shooting about 41%. Monk with it. Picked up by James. Here's Carter. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. On the take. The Monster. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. The Monster's got 55. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Doncic against Monk. Pass to Sabonis. And here's Monk. Murray for 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Here's the Monster. Gets the 3 to fall. The Monster's got 58.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Carter from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The Monsters got rebound number 11.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Knocks down the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Carter. And that time also a missed shot.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Pass to Monk. Outside Carter. Picked by Sabonis. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. James passes to the Monster. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's Carter. Second chance effort. The bank shot, no good. The Lakers shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Here's the Monster. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's George. Over Finney-Smith. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. You leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all business, showed up prepared, made the right moves, and gotten it done.
You can see it in their eyes, man. You know they're the better team out there tonight, and they see it.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Taking a look at the Kings. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. George out there with Malik Monk. And it's Hardaway in at the three. They've been very
Alright guys, sorry, but I saved the game, but I will be back on later on today to finish this round 1 of the playoffs. Peace.